Hello? 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 Hello, beautiful people. Hello. Good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to another stream of Plane Shift, the game that was never finished. Oh, yes. So, we have a picture of the day. Interesting place. Very interesting place. Yes. So today I want to work a bit on mazes, right? Because mazes. Let me just check one thing. Yes. Mazes. We want to work with mazes because we did an upgrade, an update to the shields. We did an upgrade to some of the weapons. I mean, some of the blades, and we are looking at daggers, and we are looking at maces at the moment. We will go through all the others as well, but maces, I think we are in very bad shape. We have this one, which is pretty much a club, right? Which is very simple, just a wooden thing. We have this one, which I would say is decent, right? Maybe it's not the greatest weapon of all times, but anyway, I guess it is decent. I like the shape. I like this top thingy, and it's nice. So I like that. But then we have one that is very bad, which is this one, which is actually basically something that I want to substitute. So I want to delete it and substitute it with a better one. And then we have this one, which also I'm kind of so on it. And this one, well, This one I want to substitute with a newer one, and I was looking at this one, which looks very nice. I don't like too much the color of the metal, but I think we can change it. I kind of like the handle. I already did some small changes to the handle to be a bit lighter. Actually, the leather pieces are actually modeled, right? Which I think is a bit of a, but I think it's okay. I think it's okay. I think we can keep it. I'm not completely convinced about this part because first of all, let me try to do this and see what happens. No, it doesn't. Not completely convinced about this part. Apart from the fact that it's not matching the geometry for whatever reason, which is a bit weird. Huh? Is this due to a rotation or what? Huh? What? You crazy? Ah, there is the... Okay. No, it's not due to a rotation. It's really due to the fact that this thing is a different... okay, it's a different shape, right? Fine. It really has a different shape. Yeah, this thing is its own thing. Yeah. Well, and I don't think that this is a great idea. I mean, this spikes here. So this basically means that you will kill yourself, right, by using this weapon. I don't think it's a good. I mean, if this is your hand, and here is your arm, right? You are pushing this thing into your arm all the time. So I think it's a very bad idea. I mean, if you really want, we can keep only one big at the back, right? Like that. But I think this guy should really go. I think that makes no sense to have those guys. And I think if we do this with the spike, probably this round part doesn't make any sense as well. So I'm thinking, I mean, or we leave it like that, or I'm thinking to remove the sphere. I can hide it for now, but basically to remove the sphere and then to move this up and make it bigger. I don't know, I'm just rain and do something like this actually, which to me kind of makes more sense. Well, yeah, I didn't delete the thing. I just hide it. I mean, I can delete it if we want. I don't know. We can do something like that. So it's more. I think it's more meaningful than right. I have to say that it looks a bit weird. I think it looks weird because this is not round, it's not flat, it's not anything, and so it's looking strange. So yeah, I think I prefer it this way. I don't know if this is actually too big, or it should be. Also, I'm not completely convinced about the. I'm not completely convinced about that. What is going on? Why you cannot control L? Why you cannot control L that? Let me change the music, I forgot. I don't know, I'm just testing few things and see how it is, how it looks. Which one is the better? Which one is a better outcome? I mean, I think some at the back is okay, or we remove it completely and we just leave it without, right? It's just something that I wanted to do already, so we just leave it like this. I think like this is better. I think the idea of a spike at the back, it is a bit weird. Yeah, the other problem of this, mesh is the texture, which is absolutely ridiculous. So he's using like three or four, three textures, and look at the wood one, right? The wood one is this. So he has this piece of wood, right, and all the rest of the texture is completely empty, right? And the leather stripe is even worse, right? So it's just this small stripe and everything else is empty. So I think we can make one texture out of three for sure. But yeah, I don't even know. It actually has a metal map. Okay, which is basically metallic 1 on the metal and metallic 0 on everything else, on the wood and on the, yeah, which I understand. But I think we can have one. But apart from that, I think it's not bad, right? I think I like the shape. I like the length overall of this thing. I think poly count wise is acceptable. Is 1000, which is, you know, for our budget is a bit high, but I think is okay. I think we can survive with that. It seems that it's actually not centered. Okay, it's not rotated properly. Oi, 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 oi. That is a major problem. Right. So it seems there is still a bit of rotation going on. Yeah, there is. I mean, it's very minimal, but it's very minimal at this point, but it's fine. Yeah, I think it's okay. There seems to be a bit of a overlap with these vertices here. I don't know exactly why, but well, actually no. I think it's more of rendering problem. Okay, so I think geometry wise we are good. So we will, I think we will substitute it to our maze number 2, right? So we will save it, I think on top of the existing maze 2, which anyway is super bad, so I don't have a problem in killing it. So this will become the new maze 2, and we just delete the old. I mean, the old is so bad that I don't have any remorse. Hello, prod by MKR, ma fai tutto da solo? Somehow. Well, not everything, but do you want to join and help me? If you want to join, I will not be alone anymore. No, there are other people helping. There are other people helping, but let's say that they are not super active, right? These days, but they've been very active in the past. So a big chunk of the game has been made also by other people. That's for sure. But if you take the amount of hours dedicated, I would say I have the lead, and I have the lead by a very, very long distance. Yeah. But still, there have been many people helping and contributing to the game in the past. There was a time where we were like 12 or 15 people, right? I mean, everyone working on this in the spare time, huh? For sure. But still. Okay, so we have to decide. We have to do something with the. We have to do something with the textures, because the textures are not good. They are really sub-optimized, completely sub-optimized. I'm searching. Okay, completely sub-optimized. So let's see what textures we have. We have this, we have this, and we have this, right? Okay, they are all what, 2K textures? Okay, 2K textures. I mean, we can keep them as 2K, and then we will reduce it. I mean, I want this to be 1K, not 2K. This wood. Let me see how is this wood mapped. I hope it's mapped reasonably, but you never know. Yeah, luckily it is actually mapped very, very reasonably. So this we can keep pretty much as is. I think it's great. So this block, I think we can reuse exactly as it is. Now, the leather stripes, which are these ones, right? The leather stripes. These ones, right? We will have the issue. We will have the issue of the normal map, for sure, because we will have somehow to move the normal map. Pretty weird normal map, actually. Interesting. So the leather straps are mapped like this, right? So actually, there seems to be Wait a second. Do you mean that these are already correct compared to the? Like if I overlap them, they don't overlap? Are you saying this? That would be very, very nice. Because you see that the leather is not overlapping, right? It's not. So I'm wondering if also the metal then is not overlapping. Or that's too much to ask. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so okay, well, that's easy then. That's an easy merge, and we can keep. So the only thing we have to copy, pretty much, is this piece, right? So I mean, we have to keep, right? We have to keep this piece. I'm not completely sure about the vertical. Yeah, I think we can keep it. 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Really? Doesn't look like that one though. Huh? 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think it's this 4 actually. Okay, you convinced me. Okay, it's this 4 thingies. It's this 4 thingies. Okay, so basically of this texture we can keep only this piece. Of this texture, I think they separated only for the metallic map, but originally they were only on one texture, which actually makes way more sense now, right? Because otherwise it was looking like super stupid. Right, so you see that they don't overlap. And then if we put this one on top, which actually will go at the bottom, right? Hopefully we have 100% of the mapping. Yeah, you see that it's finishing exactly here. Okay, good. Now, I really hate the maps done like this. I know it's kind of a, the way, but I really dislike them because the space that you waste is insane. So we have to do the same with the normal map and with the metallic. So this will become then one map, right? I think we will have to change the color of this metal. I think to me it's too bright and I don't like it. So I think I would like, at least on this layer, to change the brightness significantly. And right, with a bit of contrast, but I think like this would probably look better. I don't know if it needs to get a bit more exposure. Maybe not. Let's try like this. Okay, so now, so this will become our new base color texture, right? We can call it Mace 02, Mace 02A diffuse, right? May02A diffuse. Okay. Now we have the problem of the normal maps, but it seems normal map is already one, right? Or not? No. I think normal map is fucked. It seems that a normal map is actually, well, I don't know, seems to be a bit weird. But yeah, it's pretty much the same. So the wood seems that he only has this part done, right? And then the ladder seems that he has only this part done. So pretty much the same. And the mace has everything else. So we need to do the same thing. Even if I understand it's a bit weird to do it reverse, but it's what we are doing. So we are taking the normal map of, you know, this piece, and then we are taking the normal map of this piece, right? And the rest is this one, right? So in theory should match. Okay, good. Uh-oh, something bad happened. Why? No, come on. This one is not, wait. Let me delete it 1 second. Why the mace is not, okay, now it went in place. Okay. Now it's in the right place. Okay, so this one is our mace 02, our mace 02 normal, right? Now in terms of RAM, in terms of RAM, I don't want to use the, I think I will use this setting that we have here, which is one of the mild, right? One of the mild setting. One of the mild setting for the RAM. So we do this. We create a new layer, right? And we call it RAM. And we create. So we start with the green channel. In the green channel, we just do a 1, right? Then we go with the red channel. And with the red channel, we take this left part, right? So this will be the color, which is the red channel. No, I think I can do it. I can do it all channel together. No, it's probably easier, or not? No, I should be able to pick the red channel only. No, but it seems to be picking a. Is picking this yellow. Okay, anyway, the red channel, I'm painting red only, right? I'm painting red only. So if I go here and I select all of this, no, even better if I select yeah, exactly. So these are the two pieces that should be in the red channel. They should be this color. Okay, and this color, and this color is the red channel of everything else. Okay, and then in the blue channel, we have this here. Wait. No, the opposite. Okay, we have this here, and we have this everywhere else in the blue channel. Yeah. Okay. Exactly. Okay. Okay. So this will be our RAM map. Assuming, I don't know why it shows an alpha, considering I didn't select an alpha. That's a bit weird, huh? No, he fucked up something when I removed the alpha for whatever reason. Bro. Wait. Fuck. Okay, I think it's okay now. Okay, so this one will be the RAM. Now for the RAM, I think we can actually scale it down so much, but I mean, we don't need a 2K texture for the RAM for sure. Okay, so now if we... So basically the good news is that I don't have to change any of the UV, which is fantastic. So if I just do... If I just do this and I export it as Mace02, okay, and then I re-import this shit that we had and I import it as Mace02 and I reset to FBX. There is one problem though that I didn't reset here the texture to be the one texture, right? Exactly. So basically everything now is assigned to that. And here we can get from our Mace 021D. Here we get, the normal map, we get our Mace 012N. and the rest we don't care at the moment. I don't know exactly what happened here. I don't know if there is a problem with the autos vote. Shade autos mode, yeah. Why we have the why we have this hard edge? Is this hard edge the normal map, or is I mean, to me it looks like it is geometry, huh? No, it seems it's not. Seems it doesn't care. Why? Let me remove a second the metallic and the normal and the roughness, and we see what happens. Well, there is still a bit. Probably is really the way it was. Would be nice to understand why. Because it's really the end of the texture. So it's just not well merged between. There is not a good transition between that and wherever is the other piece and this, right? So there is not a good transition between the two. Okay, fine. I think I will leave with that. It's a bit of a pity actually, but I mean, we could paint texture and see if should I try? Now, if I do that, I'm killing it, right? But if I do this, well, I don't like it. I don't like it because it's really different, right, in terms of result. Well, at least you don't see the line, right? I think it's as long as you don't see the line, I'm kind of fine with that. You don't see a strong line, right? So probably, yeah, probably is fine. So we save it like this. Yeah, we override it. GG. Okay. Also, the color seems to be a bit better. It still feels bright. It still feels very bright, but we have to see how it looks in Unreal. Okay, so we also need to understand the proportions and everything. Let me see how big is this thing, right? This thing at the moment is... Huh? This thing at the moment is 1.7 meters. Okay, 1.7 meters definitely is not the right size. For sure. So 1.7 meters. So we have to scale it down probably 50%, right? Probably 50%. So now is 8.5, right? Which is, we will have to see how big is the handle. I think the handle, is 5 centimeters. I think it's still a bit thin, but I think it's okay. I think it's reasonable. So, okay, let me try to export it this way. Export FBX, weapon maces, maces 02, yes, selected object, edge. Okay, we go in Unreal. We go in Unreal. We re-import it again. Right. Now we have only one material. Yep. So we override all these materials. We have to import our new maze 02. Uh-oh. Do we have another maze 02? Oh no. Wait. No! That's impossible. This is maze 01. It is War Club. But it was called maze 02 originally. No! Okay, GG. Okay, let me do this. Let me export it as War Club 01. War Club 01A. War Club 01A. Directories, boys, directories. Weapons, maces. War Club 01A. PNG. Ah, yes, there was the TGA already. Ah, no, it's different. Wait a second. Wait a second. War Club 01A, War Club 01A. No, 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 we are making a mess here. The names are not matching. The names are not matching. War Club 01A is actually this one. War Club 01A material. What the hell is going on in this life? Huh? This is so confusing. War Club 01 is this, which is matching this, but this one is kind of a Mace 02, which is actually not matching with anything. You know what? I think this one at the moment is not used. Exactly. I think we're just going to delete it. I think this one I'm just going to delete it. Because it's just a duplicate, it's just confusing. Now, Mace 02A is the one that I have to copy from here. Exactly, 1, 2, and 3, right? These 3 need to move and go in our real directory, which is actually this. Okay. And now I can import this. And then I can import... let me just see what is used, because Maze 02. Okay, fantastic. Okay, that's correct. And then I import this. And then I import this. Okay. And now my Maze 02. And now my Maze 02 looks completely fucked. Why? Now my mace is 02. Mace 02D. Mace 02D, mace 02D. Okay. Okay. Nice. I actually like it. I actually like it. Yeah, I like it a lot. It's very nice. Now, I don't know if it looks okay on a character, so we have to see a bit of the shape, a bit of the sides, you know, a proportion, because it seems that like this handle seems to become very, very large at the end, and it may not be good. Right, so this is what we're gonna test right now. So we just enable. Well, let's try it on a dwarf. Overall size, I think is reasonable. I mean, it's kind of a big weapon if I see it like this, right? I mean, obviously this is a dwarf, but if I go at the ground, right? If I go the ground, this is the ground, right? This is the ground. So compared to him, I think it's kind of a big one, but it's reasonable. I think it's a good size actually. Okay, let's try to put it in his hand and see what happens. To put it in his hand. Yeah. I think it's very reasonable. Would you make it bigger or smaller or whatever? Would you make it bigger, smaller, or what? Compared to this guy. I mean, I can try to make it slightly bigger. Like, let's try 1.2, which is a lot, but at this size, it nearly becomes a two-handed weapon, right? Because it start to be a bit too much. I don't know, maybe 1.1 is still reasonable. Maybe 1.1. Maybe 1.1. I mean, the dwarf is a very heavy build, so it looks probably... Let me see on a human, because... And by the way, these characters are getting upgraded right now as we speak, so hopefully we will have new characters soon. Well, soon in quote, but anyway. Yeah, I think the 1-1 mainly on this character looks a bit too big, right? I mean, the dwarf is like fine, but incredibly enough is the same size, right? It doesn't look like, but it's the same size. It seems way bigger on the human just because the human is a smaller character. I mean, it's a more thin, right? And so it nearly becomes a two-handed weapon on him. So if I stay at 1, so exactly what he was, right? It becomes like that. I think it's more reasonable. I think it's more reasonable. On the dwarf looks a bit small, but it's incredible they are the same size. They really don't look like the same size, but they are. Just because this character is so much larger, right? Even if he's shorter, it's so much larger. So it's like scaled on the X and the Y like 1.5, right? And so the weapon looks so small. But yeah, I think it's good as it is. I think the modeling of the ladder is a bit overdone, if you ask me, but it's okay. I mean, I would like maybe to improve this and make it less square, but the back, yeah, we have a bit of an issue with the back, yes, because, well, that I can fix. That I can fix. The problem is that the UV mapping of this unfortunately fucked up because I decided to change the shape of this, and I don't know if it's matching in any way with this. Yeah, in theory it is. Ay 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 ay. In theory it is. So, or we do a completely different circle, or the only solution is actually to just you know, to just do this and live with the result, which is not the best, but it's better than what is now. It's better than what is now. Yep. What is this? There seems to be a mistake, huh? This seems to be a mistake. Where is this thing mapped? Ah, it was part of the piece of the other texture. No! Well, you know what? We're just gonna move it. And that's it. Because I don't want to redo it, right? It's taking too much time to redo it. I understand that the round, or we put it where this one is. Yeah, maybe that's a better idea. Where is this one? This one is, I cannot even see it. This one is here. So, or we put it on top of this, so the top and the bottom are identical, which may be a solution actually, right? But I see there is no shadow. Wait, I see there is really no shadow or anything, so probably it's not needed. Oh, I think it's okay. I think it's okay, boys. Okay, so now is metal. That part is metal as well, right? Okay, good. We have a new mace. I like it. I think it's very nice. I think it's very, very nice. Hello, Hula. I need to fight with my computer for looking at you working on maces. Why? Why you need to fight? Now, this texture is super detailed, right? And for us is too much. Maybe one day we will change our mind and we will, but 2K, you know, 2K texture on a weapon of 80 centimeters, we don't, we don't. So we don't do it, right? We don't do it. We don't do it. So we take mace, let me refresh. We take mace 02D. What? Mace 02A. I don't know what is this thing. Mace 02, Mace 02, Mace 02, right? We add this stuff. So we take this 3 and unfortunately, we reduce them, right? This one we reduce it to 1K. Right, and we save it again on top of it without even thinking. Pain. We just lost 4 times the resolution. No. It's okay. The normal map the same. 124. We export it on top, destroying all the quality. No. You freeze everything stuck and I need to reboot Firefox and wait for having everything back. Hula, it's time for a new PC, I tell you. It's time for you to buy a new PC. You know, this one, I think we need only 256. I mean, it's the, you know, it's super simple. I don't know, we can do 512, but it's, you know, we don't really need any resolution on this one. Right? I mean, it's kind of a waste to store a RAM of that. I mean, I think it's, yeah, 200, yeah. Even 128 probably. But anyway, so we re-import this. We re-import this. We re-import this. And we re-import this. Now, we lost quality, yes, but we lost so little that you will really not notice, boys. Well, I don't know. I mean, we definitely lost. We lost resolution. If I zoom in, obviously, it's not as it was before, right? Yeah, but it's still very, very good. So and yes, that is our new Mace 02. Let's go! Ula, you need a new PC. Buy a new PC. Stop eating for a month and buy a new PC. You need it. Just buy a used one. You know, go to a shop and say, "Hey, this is my budget. There's no way, right? I cannot spend more than, I don't know, 300 euro or whatever it is." And you buy a used one. I think it's doable. Okay, so it is very good. We will have to we need an icon for it. Ay. We need an icon. Well, in theory, yes, because I mean there is probably already an icon, but it's of the other mace, right? So it's not looking like this one. Well, it's actually this. Well, we can use this icon. I think it's similar enough. I don't like too much these icons, they're a bit too white, but fine. Now there is another mace that I've seen, and I think we can use. The only problem is that I think it was a bit of a weird was a bit of a weird where is it? Spiked mace. I think it's this one. Yeah, for whatever reason, is done in Unreal Engine assets, which is kind of a strange thing to do, but fine. I think what we will do, we will expand these ones into our Unreal Engine directory and see what happens. Hopefully it will actually work. Assuming that the Unreal Engine version is not newer, right? The one that we have. I think we can put it directly here in the main and see what happens. Okay, yeah, it seems that you can read this. But as for all our weapons, we are following certain standards in terms of naming and everything. So I need to export it and basically re-import it again. So Mace, I think this will become Mace 05, right? Because I see that we don't have it. We don't have a Mace 05, so I think we can go with that name. Yeah, we don't have a Maze 05. So let's okay, so let's do this. Let's do this. First of all, let me see if I like it or not, but I think I do. I think it's very nice. It's a spiked, I think I like it. Now it's a bit long, so we will have to decide. Maybe we shorten the handle, right? Because it looks more like a two-handed weapon than a... I think probably the size is also a bit off. Yeah, size is completely fucked. Yeah, you see that... Yeah, we have to rework the dimensions. That's not nice, but we have to rework the dimensions because, as you can see, it's more of a two-handed than a one-handed, right? So even if we make the... Because now, I think that now the... I mean, this one was a bit big, I have to say. So I think if we go... What the hell? No, probably like this is a bit too small. But you see that steel is too long, right? I don't think it makes any sense to be that long. I think we should shorten it. So I think if we start from 4x or 5, I think a 4.5. A 4.5x I think seems to be to me a good size for the pole, right? And then we shorten it significantly. Right? Okay, let's try this. So this will be EU art weapon maces, yes. And this will be mace 05. Will be mace 05. Then we have these 3 normals. I mean textures. And we will call them Mace 05, Mace 05 base color, Mace 05 normal, and Mace 05 occlusion roughness metallic. Occlusion roughness metallic. Unfortunately, I think this is not a RAM, there is a arm or whatever. Let me see. Roughness. No, yeah, exactly. It's the opposite. So the R is not the roughness, the R is the ambient occlusion, the G is the roughness, and the M is the metallic. So it's a arm and not RAM. But anyway, so we'll have basically to invert 2 channels. Which is a bit annoying actually to do, but fine. Okay, now that we have that, we can import it here and start to work on it. Maze 05. Maze 05. So what I did, I scaled it up by 10. No, I scaled it up by 4.5, right? Scaled it up by 4.5. Okay. And this becomes probably 2.5 meters or some, sorry, 1.5 meter or something like that. Let me see. 1.2, yeah, 1.2, which I think is a bit too much. I mean, it looked more than 1.2 actually when I put it here, but yeah, I don't know. It looked like taller than the dwarf, right? No, it's not. Okay, the dwarf I think is 1.5. I think it's 1.5. I think we'll make a nice. It will make a nice two-handed weapon as well, right? We could have a two-handed version of it. And I don't know if this thing is actually too big. I will have to play a bit with it because I think it may be. Okay, let's see. The material is completely off, so it's really not working. Maze 05 base color. Okay, Maze 05 base color, and then we have Maze 05 normal, right? I think also in this case the metal part is a bit too bright. Yeah, definitely. Well, actually here it is not visible because this thing doesn't have a proper material. Which is strange. Okay. So there is the base color. This is the normal. And this is the occlusion metallic roughness map, right? So if we apply, and then we have this guy using this, right? Wait, maybe just ow, when he moves so fast. Yeah, because this thing is super small. Yeah, I think it's a bit too metallic, but I mean, he's relying on the metallic to become darker, right? Because he has pretty much a metallic one, right? Which I don't really like. I think we need to have more of a blend between metallic and the actual texture, like we have here. Even if he seems to absorb light so much. I think he has, yeah, I think he has some normals fucked up because he's absorbing light instead of reflecting light. So there is something not working here. I mean, I can remove the. I can remove this for a second. Let's see what happens. Yeah. I mean, it's true. It is also vertical, but yeah, is the I think, or is the ambient occlusion which is fucking it up, or is something else? The metallic already. The metallic is already making it very, very, very dark. Okay, we will see. I think the weapon has some problems with the. I just feel that this thing is a bit too big. Even at 4.5, I think it's too much. I think I prefer a 4 actually. Yeah, but now doing a 4 I think is not possible anymore. Is what? Is I have to reduce it by how much? So is a 20%, 4.5 divided by 5, 20%. So if I do 0.8 equals to the 4.5 to 4, probably. Not completely sure about that. Okay, so this thing is too long. So let me just check the UV 1 second, because the less we modify the UV, the happier we are, right? Because we don't go crazy with stuff. So yeah, why the UV are not visible? Okay. Okay, the UV are decent, so it is using the majority of the texture, which I really like. Yeah, which is nice. Now, probably, yeah, this part is the part that's a bit too long for us, right? I think this part should nearly disappear. I really don't know why it's so white. I think we have a specular that probably is too high. Yeah. But yes. Okay. This one is not very easy to change because, I mean, we can just shrink. I mean, right? In theory, I can just take this, which is. This one is actually okay. It's merged with the wood. I thought that the wood was one piece. No, it's not. Huh? Okay. I think the wood was his own piece, but no, it is actually merged with the metal. So if we want to do that, because basically I want to remove. How many polygons we are speaking of? 1.6. Holy. 1.6. I think the majority of the polygons are in this part and in these small buttons, right? It is where the majority of the polygons are at the moment. I think 1.6 is a bit over budget, unfortunately. But it's a bit over budget. I think I can reduce it without killing it. If I go 0.5, I think no one will really notice. exactly. Okay, we just apply and GG. Okay, I applied it. So he removed a lot from this part and he removed a lot from this part. But I think that the change is a good change. Fantastic. Decimate is always doing a fantastic job. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. I don't know how it does it. Whoever invented it is a genius. So we can remove, I think we can remove one loop, right? I think we can remove one loop here and go. Now we need to decide, because the problem are the UV, right? I don't want to destroy them. I don't want to destroy them. But yeah, basically I need to correct face and go this way, right? But if I correct face, no, I don't think I should correct face, because if I correct face, this thing is going to. But I was expecting the UV to change, no? Why is not changing? Why with correct face is not changing? Ah, because it does it at the end. Okay. Because it does it at the end. You don't see it. You don't see it while you do it. But yeah, I think we remove one loop and we go here, and then we remove a full. I mean, the majority of this part, and we go like, I don't know, like this probably, right? Where this will be the handle and everything else will be metal, right? So yeah, this part will break, as you know, but it's fine. This part starts to be very big if I do it like this. Maybe I reduce it too much, I don't know. Maybe I reduce it too much. Maybe I should go like this. Maybe I should go like this. Okay, let me see how it looks, because we have to find the right sides, otherwise the right sides and the right proportions. Right sides and right proportions, actually. I think we can delete all of this. I think it's pretty much useless to us at this point. And we go under maces and we import our mace 05. And then we see how it looks. It looks super small. Why? Uh-oh, I did something bad. I think I fucked up the sides. Yeah. Now the problem is that if I make it like 1.2, right, the front part become fairly big. Yeah, but 1.2 seems to work. Becomes slightly longer, but pretty much is the same. I mean, it's a similar weapon, right? It's a similar weapon. Let me see if I switch it with this guy. Because on the hand of this guy, everything seems to be a bit smaller. It's okay. Yeah, in fact, I mean, not smaller, bigger. In fact, on him, it looks nearly a two-handed weapon, right? Is at the limit, right? It's really at the limit. I think this is the maximum size, right? It's really at the limit. Really at the limit. So what did I do? I did 1.2. I did 1.2. In the hand of this guy, it looks even small. But it looks kind of okay, yeah. All these maces. I think it's okay. I mean, we don't want it to be a super long weapon, right? So now we have to decide a handle, but I think the handle will be exactly like this. I don't think it will be like this, right? I think it would be exactly like this. So this would be the size. Anyway, it's incredible how the same weapon looks different, right? On the hands of two characters, just because they are different build. You said I upgrade all the weapons, but in PS the virtual hand are lethal weapon. Do you have a plan for upgrading the virtual hand too? What? The virtual hand. What is the virtual hand, Ula? What is it? I mean, it is a bit long, but it is a bit long. But I think like 1.2 is okay. So if we go 1.2, because I think we are reaching the limit of a sword, because a sword, like kind of a long sword should be 1 meter and something. 1 meter. I mean, between 90 and 1 meter and 10, right? And I think a mace maximum should be the same, otherwise, or even shorter, because it's a mace, right? It's way heavier on the top. So if you make it too long, you cannot really move it unless you use two hands. So at the moment, this guy is 77, right? Is 77. If I do 1.2. Scale 1.2, right? This guy becomes 92. No, okay, it's still reasonable. I mean, it's long. It's kind of it's at the limit. It's at the limit. More than this would be not reasonable. Okay, so I think that is the sides that we will have, right? I think this is the sides. Poly count wise is good. We reduced it to 800 and I think it looks fantastic. So we are going to officially save it. This is the new Mace 05. And now we only have to change the RAM because it's not the way we do it. It's not the way we do it. So I have to take, unfortunately, I have to take this Maze 05. I think we're gonna call it Maze 05D and RAM, like we do for everything, right? So they at least they have the right names. And yeah, and this guys go in. And now the problem is to transform this. I think there is a way in Blender to split in channels and recompose, right? Because basically our R, wait, so instead of a RAM, instead of a ram, we have an arm, right? Instead of a ram, we have an arm. So we need to invert the first two channels, okay? So we need to invert the R channel and the G channel. So if I decompose I think that I remember there is a component decompose, right? Where basically Blender is creating decompose to layers. Yeah, where it's basically creating the 3 layers. And then I think we can invert the red, the green, and the blue. I don't know if you have to name them. What happened? The red, the green, and the blue. And then you can do recompose. Unfortunately, I think it did it. But you know what I can do? I can select all. I can select all and paint only on the red, right? And then what did I do? And then I take the green and I paint it only on the green. What? And then the blue stays as it was, right? Okay, let me try to reopen it and see if those are actually swapped now. Open recent mace RAM. Yeah, it looks different at least. So at least it looks different. I've noticed that that's a good guarantee, but okay. So if I go red channel is like this, and here it was the green channel. So basically, they should be identical to this. Yeah, I think it is. Apart that is obviously a different color. If I go red, and here I go green. No, this one seems to be. What? I don't know. But basically, I mean, what is the point? The point is that the red should be with the wood. The wood we have it here, right? That is the wood part, if I remember right. Wait, I'm messing up a bit. So open mace 05. Mace 05D. Ah no, the wood is here. Okay, the wood is here and here. The wood is here and there. So in our okay, so the roughness should be higher here. Exactly, that's correct. The ambient occlusion, I think this is what I don't like, because if the ambient occlusion is nearly black here, I think this is what was making the texture nearly dark, right? I don't agree. I think we will do just this and GG. We will just make it all bright. Yeah. Because otherwise it becomes too dark. And the metallic is basically saying that all of this is metallic 1. This is nearly 1, huh? Is it? How much is this? This is 1, yeah. This is 1, no? It's 100%, yeah. Is it too much? Is it too much? I think it's too much. I think it's too much. I think it should go down. I don't know how much, but I think we were saying that it should be like 60. Why is still saying 97? Why is still saying 97? This was our blue, huh? 99. What? You crazy? I don't know exactly how to get. If you do the pipe, I don't think it's really getting the right. I think it's getting the combined color of the layer, right? Instead of getting only the. Yeah, exactly. It's getting the combined of the, so it's not getting the one channel color unless you paste it again on the one channel color. I don't know, but yeah, that is still too bright. Definitely. I don't know, I'm a bit confused. Okay, let me try like this. I think like this is a good compromise. It's not too much and it's not too little. Let me save it again. How much is this texture? It's again 2K. Oh my god, all these textures are 2K for whatever reason. Which makes no sense at all. Okay, I think this one is good. Now, this texture is actually very bad. I mean, it's super basic, but I mean, it doesn't. I mean, it also has a lot of repeated patterns, and it's actually pretty bad. Maybe the normal map is helping, hopefully. But as it is now, it's very, 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 very basic, right? Let me see if the normal map is a bit bad. Yeah, normal map is slightly bad. Yeah, normal map is better. Definitely. Okay. So I will bring everything down to 124. Which is kind of our maximum budget for weapons. The hand of all the characters. Ah, you mean the fist, like you melee, yeah. Yeah, the hand are getting improved, by the way. Do you want to see a preview? Do you want to see a preview? But yeah, we are updating the characters. I commissioned the upgrade, and I commissioned the upgrade. I can show it to you later. But I commissioned the upgrade. Yes, the hands are getting improved as well because they were very square, right? Now it's not a revolution. Don't expect, don't expect 2024 characters, right? Because we cannot do it in a reasonable time frame and with reasonable money, right? If I want to do a 2024 character, I have to spend probably about 1,000 euro for each character, right? Pretty much. Is not what I'm planning, right? So, but I think will be nice. I think the result will be nice. I think the result will be good. Okay, so so that is the size that we selected. Now I will duplicate this material and we will call it mace 05A, right? And then we are going to import all our mace 05 stuff, so 1, 2, and 3. And now we're gonna save them all. And now we are going to change this to be mace 05. Mace 05 diffuse, mace 05 normal, mace 05 RAM, right? Yeah, you see that now the RAM is correct. You see the wood is not metallic and this is metallic, right? I still think it's too bright. I don't know, this texture, this texture doesn't convince me, boys. It's not, unfortunately, it's not very good. We can try to improve it. Okay, that's it. That's it. It's not bad. It's not bad. Again, the wood is a bit plain. Seems to me there is some specular going on, but no. It seems to be very bright. I mean, the wood seems to reflect a lot, right? I don't know if that's the ambient one, but the roughness map, right? The roughness map. How much we have in the roughness? How much do we have in the roughness? In the roughness we have well, this is pretty much 1, right? I think so. If I go full bright, well, no, it's not. It's like a 0. It's like a 0.8. But it's kind of, I mean, I can go 1. I can go 1. I think wood is never, wood is never reflective. I mean, it could be a bit, but very little. I can go 1. Yeah, I think it's better. Now, the problem of roughness 1, which is really the maximum, right, is that he also makes the thing, you know, darker, right? To the point that it's not absorbing light, and this may be annoying. So to actually see, I mean, okay, no, this light is probably too much. But yeah, you see that as the metal becomes brighter, the wood doesn't, right? Or it does, but very very little. And this is the problem of the roughness being so much, right? If I export it again, I just did a Control Z, Control Z, right? If I export it again, you see how it brightens up. So we have to choose our poison, right? The one that we, I mean, do we want it to be a bit brighter but be slightly more reflective, or do we want it darker with zero reflection, right? I really don't like the color of this. I think I should do the same work that I did on on this maze, right? I think I made by the way, under light it looks very very similar. Under the light it looks very similar actually, with a direct light on it. I want it to be darker, right? I think this one is darker compared to this one. I don't know, I don't like this I don't like this texture. You may say, what do you see in that texture? Well, I see a lot of repetition and not a lot of character, right? In terms of noise and right now, obviously, like that is too much, but but I don't see any noise in this. While I think we should have. And yeah, I see very little noise, very very little. We can decide then the opacity of this, right? It doesn't have to be that strong, but I think. And then also I don't see any cut, right? I don't see any line. Right? I don't see any line, like something that is broken and some scratches, right? Scratches. I don't see any scratches anywhere, right? Which is weird for a weapon, right? I mean, okay, it can be new, but zero scratches. Don't believe it. I really don't believe it. It's not real, right? Right. I don't trust weapons with 0 scratches. Means no one is using them in battle, right? And the third thing is that I think it's too bright, right? This thing is so bright, so we need to somehow take this and what time is it? 11:20. We have to take this and make it darker. Now, just going down in brightness, I don't know, because it's fucking up the contrast with the yeah, right? But yeah, this is what I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm thinking more something like this actually. Right, so like a more of a brownish. I mean, not brown, but you understand what I mean. This part, also this wood looks a bit wrong, right? Unfortunately, I don't know if I can fix it. Well, maybe I can. Yep. I think it's kind of better actually. So a texture with a bit more character, right? A bit more character to it. Okay, let's see if it changed anything. Hopefully we look a bit better. But it really depends on the metal, because the metal is fucking up things so much. I mean, it's changing them so much. Yeah, I definitely like it more. It is dark, it is dark. Actually, now that I look at it, I would like this one to be as dark as that one. I think it's that dark due to the metal. But yeah, consider we are in a situation with... So if I have a light, if the light is far away, or maybe the light doesn't even exist, well, it's about the same. If it doesn't exist and it's that far, our weapon will look pretty much black. Yeah, but I think I like it more than before. Are the scratches any visible or not? Probably hard to say, because the metal is taking over and we didn't redo the normal map with the scratches, so probably not. But anyway, I think we spent enough time on this. I think it's good. I think I like it. Maybe now it's a bit too dark, but let's see how it goes. And yeah, let's see how it goes and we can use it like this. Okay, there is a problem in the positioning because this is not the right position for it. We have to... We have to rotate it 90. Okay, and the handle will be there. We can test them in game and see how they look. I don't know if now I went a bit too dark actually, but fine. Okay, so if you want to test them in game, if you want to test them in game, we need to have some weapon that is pointing, right? That is pointing here. So I think for Mace 02, definitely we have, because for maze 02, right? And maze 01. So maze 02, we have a morning star, which actually is correct. And we have a war-flunged maze, which is actually wrong, right? Because the war-flunged maze should use 01, so the other one. Now, I don't think we have a spiked maze, right? No, we don't. So we have to decide, or we rename one of those. Like there is this platinum steel maze, for example. And platinum steel morning star, right? So platinum steel morning star maybe can use the maze 05, right? Is both hands though. Okay. Is both hands? Why is both hands? It's doing significantly more damage. Maybe the platinum steel mace can use the 05. I'm thinking which one we can associate to the new weapons, right? Or we associate because so mace 02 I think is kind of fine because we have this one. Now this one we need to change back to the normal mace. So 900 needs to be changed. There is no way. 900 needs to be mace 01. So 900 I have to update. And I don't know if I also have to update the mesh, the icon and the texture. So this we need to change because it's the flanged mace, and flanged is definitely not the morning star. So this needs to be updated. Now to use our new 05, I don't think it should be the normal mace. I don't think it should be the flail mace. Actually, flail mace is the one with the chain, right? Or we use that one, but it's a bit improper because actually a flail mace, right, is this. This is a flail mace. So and we don't have the model, we don't have the animation for it, we don't have the the flexibility, the flexible chain. So it is basically anyway pointing to a wrong one, no matter what, at the moment. 2.5 is anyway higher than a normal mace. I don't know, we can associate it to the platinum steel mace and see if that's okay, or the platinum steel morning star. But unfortunately this one is two hands. So I would say not really correct because actually it's not really correct, but just to test it, I think we can switch it with 901 and 902. So we execute this, and we will then do it also in production. How do you write in French? How do you write it in French? Un fleur d'arme. I have no idea. You can Google translate it. I have no idea. Okay, let's see if they work as it is. Because we didn't add a new weapon type. We just upgraded the existing weapons, right? Un fleur d'arme. I have no idea. You can Google translate it. Detect language. Weapon flail. Yeah, exactly. The flail. That's the flail. That's the flail, which is the chain. Which is this thing. The chain. But yeah, which I think was good because it was giving speed, right, to the. So I think it's a good weapon because you have more speed, but at the same time you can be entangled, right? So you use it and then you cannot remove it anymore. Mazza frusta, yes. In Italian is mazza frusta. Where frusta means whip. So it's not exactly the same literal translation. Okay. So we need what? We need a mace. No, we need what? I already forgot what we did. We need a mace 02. No, we need a. No idea. We need. So the basic mace is the basic mace. Is this one, right? Which is basically the flail, right? It's basically the flail mace. And is the flanged mace is the same, right? The flanged mace is the same. Now we have the Morning Star. Okay, the Morning Star, which is the new one that we have, right? Morning Star, right? Which actually has the wrong eye. It's completely the wrong icon. Oh my god, it's also two-handed. Why? Oh fuck. Yeah, we have a bit of a problem here. We have a bit of a problem. Okay, it's two-handed, but in reality it's not. So I think it looks very nice. I think it looks very, very nice. The only problem is that it's considered two-handed, but it's not. But yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, the fact that it's considered two-handed, we can change. Now the icon is completely off. The icon is completely off. So this icon is... That icon is probably this. We need to change it to this, right? So this is what? It is 0, 1, 2, wait. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's 7, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 7, 8, right? This one is 7, 8. So 7, 8 in weapons. GG. GG this game. 7, 8. 7, 8. 7, 8 in weapons is 677. 677. So we need to change. What is it? We need to change the wherever we have mace 02, right? Wherever we have mace 02, we need to change the icon to be 77. So we can do update set icon equal to 677 where mesh equal to this thing, maze 02. Right, wait. Where maze 02A, right? So this will change all the icons to be correct. Now the texture may be wrong. The texture may be wrong. Well, the texture hopefully is empty, otherwise it's a bit of a mess, but fine. Okay, so if we do this, right, 6 rows affected. Now, can I reload? Can I reload this item? That would be nice, huh? Actually, I think I can, but there is the Morning Star, huh? Five, 4, 5. If I do item, if I do reload item 5, 4, 5, and then I move it. Ha! Look at that. Look at that. I don't like those icons, by the way. I think they are bad. But anyway, at least is the right type for this, right? I don't understand why this thing should be considered both hands, by the way. But fine. Okay, so this one works. Now the other one, I'm already thinking the other one is a bit too dark then, but the other one is the platinum steel. Is the platinum steel mace, right? So if I do item platinum steel mace, which is also showing as two-handed, we get the the texture. Yeah, I think because the texture is not pointing to the right. Which texture did we get? I have no idea. Ah, yes, we got the texture of the maze 02 for whatever reason. Yeah, because we did this and we didn't change the texture. And no. No, we need to change also the texture. The texture. But the texture we don't have, huh? Because the texture, or we set it to empty. Maybe we should set it to empty. If we set it to empty, I think it may work. But if we set it to anything, it will be loaded. 901, eh? 901. Yeah. I think it's actually too dark now. Or no? I think it's a bit too dark. I think I exaggerated a bit. I think I exaggerated a bit with the darkness. I exaggerated a bit. I think the wood is good. I think the wood is good. But but the metal is actually too dark because it becomes darker when you apply the metalness, right? And so if you go too dark, let's do kind of halfway. Let's do something like this, okay? Which is kind of halfway. But then I get my wood and I put it on top again because I like it. Okay, so let's try to do it this way. Maze 05D. Maze 05D. Yeah, because we rotated it. Yeah, it's too dark. 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 Maze 05D. Okay, that's kind of a middle ground. I mean, it's still dark, eh? But definitely less. And if you have the light close to it, it becomes brighter. Did we check the Did we check the yes, custom split normal. That's probably why it's becoming so dark. Okay. Let me try to re-export it like this. There was a thing. Yeah, better. Yeah, much better. Okay, nice. There is the right compromise. Okay, good. I think we did these two weapons, and I'm very happy about it. We have a bit of a problem of both hands, one hand. We need to decide a bit how to do that. But I think a two-handed weapon should be significantly longer. I don't know if there is a length, right? But I mean, you can use a 1 meter. I mean, it's like with tennis, right? You can use the tennis racket two-handed, even if it's like less than a meter. But I think I would like to use this one as one-handed, pretty much, right? I don't want to use it two-handed. At the moment, is requiring two-handed. We can create another version which is actually longer, and then that can be two-handed, right? We can do that. But at the moment, we don't have a two-handed animations. It's something that I can add, but it requires a bit of search because we will have to add also a new pose, a new standing pose. I don't know. Maybe the standing pose is not too much of a problem, but the attack and the defense, and when you use the shield, I don't know exactly. Well, you cannot use the shield, right? If you have two-handed, yeah. But anyway, I think it's good. I like it. It sounds very violent. I don't know. Very, you can really kill stuff with this thing. It's a bit scary, actually. It's a bit scary, but fine. Okay, good. That's it. So let me see if we have anything else we want to do. But pretty much these were the main things I wanted to do today. Yeah, which is fix. We don't have an icon for it. We don't have an icon for it. No, we don't have an icon. Can we make a better icon for this as well? Because I really don't like these icons. These icons are looking super bad. Okay, let's try to make an icon for both of these two weapons, right? Even if they are a bit dark, but I think we can. I think we can do it. Okay, so well, to make an icon, there is no real trick, but I think we have to decide on the I think the most important part is the light, right? How much light we want to have there, and how much reflection, because usually in the icon you don't want to have a reflection like that, you see. So maybe we don't really want that, but at the same time yeah. Okay, I don't know if this is looking good rotated this way, or it should be more rotated this way. Now, when you put it here, you basically destroy it, right? So it's going to be super small, basically invisible compared to this, but we will try anyway. We will try anyway. Okay, so we want this flail, and we can assign the icon from the database. So we can do it also after the release, right? We don't have to do it immediately. So, but here we basically want to have a rotation of this. I don't know why. I think we should always rotate the weapon this way and not that way, because the number is on the top right, right? So it's better if they are rotated this way. I don't know why sometimes we rotate them the other way. Now, yeah, I think we take only the top, so the icon is like reasonable, because if I go more, it will be destroyed, right? So we will do something like this for the icon, and obviously it's very, very small. So it's kind of hard to see, right? But that's what we have. And we do the same with this guy. So we, I think this guy, we just substitute this one that I don't like, right? Yeah, exactly. So we do a rotate. Oh, wow. Maybe this one we can do. No, let's do it this way as well. There is a bit of perspective involved in this, so rotating it looks kind of weird, but something like that. Boom. Yeah. I mean, it's not super better, but okay. Okay, so we have these two new icons. Now, I just need to be sure that they point properly. This one and this one, right? So I need to be sure that first of all, icon weapons is re-imported. Okay. Then I need to ensure, let me close this. I need to ensure that we have actually an entry for, and I don't think we do. So weapons, this will be what? This will be column 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 and 8, right? 7 and 8, 7, 7, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13. So we don't have a 13, but we don't have a 7. Wait, the opposite, huh? We have a 713 already? Interesting. How is it possible? It was empty. Yeah, it's actually 713. How can we have a 0? I mean, it was empty, so 699. Anyone is using 699 in the database? Strange, huh? Ah, no one is using it. Okay, nice. Nice. So this will become 699 then. Okay. So we will change the icon of Mace 02. No. Of this one, huh? Exactly. Icon 699. 699. Okay. Done. And And the other one is just substituted, so it's already fine, right? So the other one will already work. It's only this one that is new. And we have to be sure that we import, we actually save this. No, but this one, it was already there. So yeah, there's nothing to save. Okay, good. Okay, so if I launch the server again. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Guys, if you want to leave a follow, that will help. In case you want to. That will be nice. Maybe, you know, you're passing by. You see? Immediate. Thank you, Ike Odzi. Hey, thank you for the follow. Yeah, hello. Are you interested in Unreal? Are you interested in video games or video games development or? Video games. Okay, let's see if now we have a proper icon. No, we don't. Zero icon. Hello. Hello, Bashful Boto. Hey, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Why we have no icon? That's interesting. We said, did I mess up the query? We said 699, right? 699. And 699 is... because I didn't re-import the... no, I did. I didn't save it. GG. I didn't save it. And this one is the long one, huh? Yeah, I didn't save it. So both icons are wrong because I didn't save it. No! Okay, we have to save it. Yeah, I make asset, I'm working on my own game. Oh, nice. Very nice. You're making assets, huh? Maze. Yeah, all of this needs to be saved. Yeah, correct. You make assets. Well, I mean, I think that, you know, I have reviewed so many assets on the marketplace, so many. I mean, actually, we have a file with all the assets that we reviewed and all of that. And I can tell you that the main issue I have with the marketplace assets, yeah, we have this file, right? Unreal Marketplace assets, where I have analyzed, you know, buildings and props, and the one in green are the one that we decided to use. Icons, plants and trees, and you know, and there are pages and pages and pages of this, right? Sounds, particles, particle effects, and so, but I think the main issue I have with the packs, right, is that all of them are like telling you game ready, right? Many of them are telling you game ready, but very few are, right? Very few are. Like they have, like the one that we have seen now, right? So they have like wrong normals, wrong mapping. Maybe they have 4 texture when you only need 1. Maybe they have, you know, a bunch of inner faces that you don't see that are all duplicated, or they have extra. They have very high quality mesh where you don't need it. I mean, every time is something. I never managed to have, you know, an asset clean, right? That you can really import into the game and be happy about it. Okay, now we have the new icon. Oh wow, that looks really nice. I like the new icon. I like it. I like these 2 new flags. These two new maces. I really like them. So the problem is that I don't trust the marketplace pretty much ever, right? So when I take, for example, the chest, right? We have items that we took from the marketplace, right? For example, we took this chest, right? If I search chest, right? Yeah, this chest. Maybe you recognize it if you have seen in the marketplace. This chest. But this chest was, I mean, insane. I mean, like, I don't know, 20,000 polygons or so. I think it's still much now because it's still 4K, right? 4K for us is a kind of a high budget, so usually we do buildings with 4K, right? So, but or this one as well, right? This one was, yeah, probably was this one. This one was like again 4 or 5K, right? And now it's like 220. And if you look at it, it's basically identical, right? So obviously, if you go very, 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 very close, right, it is a bit different, right? Like here, if you go close, but I don't know. I think that maybe my target, my hardware target, is different than other people target, but I feel that if you start to put in your game, you know, every item as like 10k polygons plus maybe like this weapon was four textures, right? This one was 4 textures with 4 normal maps and 4 RAM, right? For nothing, right? And we made it 1 texture now, right? And also it was 2K, while I think that 1K is more than enough, right? I mean, you may disagree on this one, right? Maybe for newer, I mean, if you're making a very nice game, you know, you want 2K, I don't know, but 1K is okay for me. But I always find myself in the spot of having to edit, and I never. And also another thing that I feel is that sometimes in the marketplace the style is really too strong, right? If you are importing an asset from the marketplace, it means that it needs to be adaptable to your game, right? And so I'm not saying that it has to be boring, right? It should not be boring, but it should be not crazy style. Because crazy style, like if you go to the marketplace and you search like swords or whatever, sometimes you find assets that are completely crazy, right? And I think no one can really put in their game. Maybe they buy it just to test them a bit, and it's fine. You know, maybe people just so like if you search, I don't know, fantasy sword, right? Fantasy sword. I think it may also be good ones, right? Maybe, but yeah, for example, right? This one, right? This one. I mean, what the fuck? I mean, you will never be able to use this. That is completely useless asset. Completely useless. Completely useless. It's very nice. I mean, it's fantastic, but it's beautiful, you know, in every possible way. But it's so weird. Like, what the fuck? A weapon, I mean, a sword that doesn't end, with no blade, and so elaborate and so special and so large. And I don't even know how many polygons this thing will have. But looking at the curves, right? There is another 20k weapon. And you only have the weapon, right? There is not a shield, right? There is not a shield that is matching. There is not a helm that is matching. There is not also, or you do a wall character, right? Which has a specific style, and then you use it as a monster. Or a weapon like this is completely useless. It's just a study. It's like, or you, I don't know, you put it on a shelf because you like it, right? I mean, this one is slightly better. Like you can delete this piece and just keep the blade, and without this weird hilt, and maybe you can reuse it. This one is better. I think this one you probably can reuse it with some reasonable, you know, with some undead. But yeah, it's what I'm saying. Like sometimes these weapons or these items are so weird that you cannot use them. Okay, like this one is perfect, right? This one is perfect. This one, I think many games can use it. Easy enough, you know. It's a bit special. It's very nice, but it's not crazy. Maybe the guy can change slightly the color, or you know. But yeah, this one is good, and this one is good as well. But like this one, what? Or this one? I mean, how can you use, or this one, right? Because yeah, this one, for example, is very nice, right? I see it on an NPC, but then I need a helm that is matching. I need a shield that is matching. I need a character that is matching, right? So, or you do a wall character and you sell the wall character and the people put it in their game, or. But even then, even if I had a wall character done and something you can buy, would you really put it in your game knowing that someone else has the same hero, which looks so special and it looks so recognizable? I don't think so. I don't think so. So at the end, I think the reusable ones are the ones that are more generic, right? That are slightly less characterized, which is a pity, but that's what it is. Okay, anyway. Okay, so we have these two new assets, which is nice. They are working in game, which is nice. And now, in terms of maces, I think we are done. There is this one, which is very bad. I mean, it's old. It's a very old weapon, and the texture is just GG. War Club 01A. I can try to upscale it and see what happens. War Club 01A. I think it's a super old, very small texture. Yeah. Nah, even if I upscale it, it's just going to look bad. I mean, it's kind of better, but I think they should be redone. I think this one should be redone. So this weapon, unfortunately, will remain a bit shit as it is. I think it should be redone, actually. Because yeah, I can put this in, but it will not look great anyway. Also because the size, right, is so little. So it's like 2K by 256. So we really didn't have enough. I think this one should be redone. Or maybe substituted with a different. Also, he's missing a handle, right? It's a super simple old weapon. So what we have left? Oh, we have this one. I never seen actually. Normal axe. There is a new one. It is very similar to the one that we just updated the other day. SM, wow, it's identical, bro. is identical. I mean, it's not identical, but it's very, very, very similar. Look here at this thing. This thing. This one is very nice, actually. But this one we have 3 variations. This one we don't have 3 variations. Okay, this is probably something that we are not gonna use. There is a new sabre. There is a new sabre. This new sabre is actually pretty good. Okay, so these are under new. I don't know. Are we shipping this or they're just? Yeah, we're shipping this. So these are in the client. These are in the client, but I think we never use them. Okay. Because if I use this one is the one that I just shown you, right? So it's the other one, yeah. Which at the moment looks very, very nice, I would say. With the new upgrade that I did, it looks super good. It really looks super good compared to the old one. Okay, guys, I think I need to go. They need to add an expector. Yeah, someone that is like, yeah, but you know, everyone is selling whatever he wants. But I think that the game ready flag is annoying. Anyway, guys, I think I'm gonna go. So thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow, actually. Remember that our game is released. You can download it. You just go to our website and you click on download now, and you can play it for Windows, for Linux, and for Mac. It's completely free and it's done for fun as a hobby. And if you want to support the game, also we have a Patreon, and actually we are doing commissions of characters right now. If you want to have a quick preview, I don't know if this one is still there. No, because I'm deleting stuff as we so probably it's not there, but yeah, just to give you a sense of the difference from the old to the new. If you look at the geometry, just the geometry of the face, right, is way more detailed than it was before, right? So before I think was like a fifth or less of that. Now the face is very detailed, but also the other parts of the body have been upgraded, right? So you see that we have more loops here, and if I go triangle, right, we have more loops and everything is smoother, right, compared to the old characters. And we are trying to do it. Yeah, you see the legs as well. I mean, everything is upgraded, is smoother. They are less bulky and spiky. So it's a very good work. It's not an easy one. It's not a short one, but it's actually getting commissioned. So thanks to your contribution on Patreons and thanks to your donations, you know, we are upgrading these assets, which is nice because I like that, you know, the project at the end remains kind of a community project. So it is made by us, you know, for us. And yeah, I will see you tomorrow evening, 9:30 p.m. European time. Bye bye. See you.